Hello and welcome to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with the house, not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Calista, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, an AI-powered path to profit. Hello, how is everyone doing this beautiful Tuesday evening? I don't see the chat coming through. Okay, now it's working. Hi, DJ Ray. Hey, Ken. How are you doing so far? How is your week going? It is a beautiful Tuesday here. I was able to get outside, tan for a little bit today. Oh my gosh, it was 82 outside. Beautiful. Hey, Brian. How are you doing? Hello, Thomas. Let's go. I do have some plays tonight that I really like, and I can't wait to share them with you. Plus, I mean, we've been doing really well in hockey lately. And yeah, shout out to Derek as well for really finding some great plays for us. Hey, Chris, welcome in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am feeling like summer is almost here. I'm so excited. It's been a brutal winter. I mean, our bets haven't suffered, of course, but our bodies sure have, because it has been so cold, freezing temperatures, and literally like blizzard warning after blizzard warning. This is my first like real East Coast winter. I guess I was lucky not really having to go through all the rain and freezing temperatures before. Hey, Super James, how are you doing so far this evening? It is so wonderful. Yeah, he is the puck whisperer. No kidding. It is so wonderful seeing all of you here. Let's go. Okay, now before we dive in, of course, gotta start with the strain of the day and going over all of our current ROIs. So we're starting off with some lemon cherry gelato, my favorite. It's just fruity, it's kind of lemony, zesty, makes you feel upbeat. So that's why I like this strain. Energetic. And of course, it has a mix of gelato in there, gelato terpenes, which are just so sweet and fruity. All right, we are sitting back, relaxing, and getting our minds right to win some of these wagers in the NHL so far this season. This is our current highest ROI. We are sitting at a 34.1% return with a 65.7% win rate this season. So it's pretty interesting. Not our highest win rate on the board, but it is our highest ROI. And that, guys, is why it is so important to track your ROI. Track your favorite bettors' ROI. If you see them out there posting their picks, make sure you're tracking their ROI as well, their return. That's incredibly important, because it doesn't mean that they could be posting, oh, I have an 80% win rate, but what's their return? Now, in the NBA, we're sitting at a 32.8% ROI with a 68.5% win rate on 130 units played so far this season. All right, let's keep going. And college basketball, it's finally March. We have a 30.3% ROI with a 68.2% win rate, 148 units played so far. DJ Ray, you did send me some extra sunshine, and it has been feeling so nice. Like today, perfect weather. I think to myself, like, wow, some people, are just leaving, going out of the country, trying to find beautiful weather. But like really within the span of 3 days, it has just become absolutely beautiful. I spent the past 2 days getting a tan, and I think it's starting to come. I think my tan is coming back. Thanks so much, DJ Ray, for reminding people to hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, sign up for my free daily emails. They're right here, arielcalista.com. I tell you how to sign up. You just click the stay in touch button, or you could just, type your email into the pop-up on my website, but the email goes out every single day. And, I was thinking about the emails, and something I really like about the emails is it's not just talking about sports, what's in the news or my picks, my favorite picks I like of the day, or just even just having, pictures of me to stay in touch with you. Like, it's so much more than that. I really like how every day, this newsletter is different than other people's sports newsletters and even sports bettors, sports handicappers out there. It's honest every day, talking about what worked, what didn't work, where our, wins, and also where our losses are, and really creating an honest view of not just hype when it comes to sports betting. A lot of people out there are just chasing the next person who's, you know, showing up to the casino with a suitcase full of cash. But, this is really, I think, a more honest look at how a professional handicapper goes about their week or day, because it comes out every day. Hey, Red Pilled Americans, welcome in. Thank you so much, DJ Ray, for linking the newsletter right there and reminding people to join my Substack. I love writing all of the articles in the daily emails. As you noticed today, I was even promoting my new physicians approved CBD line, which I know I have a bottle here, right here. Okay, I have a few bottles. So I have some pet CBD, peanut butter pet CBD. I have some full spectrum 1000 CBD. I was talking about that in the free daily email today too. Just finally launched this business. It has been months of trying to get credit card processing, something as simple as credit card processing for an online business. With products that are legal, they have a certificate of analysis. They've been tested by third-party labs, and they're healthy for people. They have a whole range of cannabinoids inside of each bottle, more than just other CBD brands that, maybe will mix in a little bit of CBG with their CBD, but it's still all isolate. This is the full entourage, it's the full plant. So I'd love if you checked it out, physiciansapprovedcbd.com. It's a beautiful website. I've been working really hard on it, and processing. You can finally check out, purchase your products, and of course get half off with the code half off, 50% off everything. Just use that code this week only, and you won't find a better CBD product out there in the market in terms of just having the full plant basically in the bottle. Like, no other product is really offering that. Thank you so much, DJ Ray, for linking to my website and my Substack. Of course, I love having all these different kinds of articles talking about CBD, talking about sports betting, even AI as well. And if you want to just dive in deeper into like sports betting and the intersection of that and AI, that's really what my Substack is all about, arielcalista.substack.com. And yeah, it's a fun place to start. Oh, yeah. You do need some CBD, like for minor aches and pains, and especially if you have pets too. Pets need CBD. Hey, Super Pro, welcome in. And CBD is just is great. It's it interacts with your endocannabinoid system. We all have that. We all have aches, pains, and CBD is great. You could use it as elixir, apply it as a topical. Really, there's so many uses for it. So yeah, check out my website. Check out the CBD product that I have there because it's top quality. It's really, I've worked with a lot of CBD products in the past. You guys know, had a whole hemp warehouse where, shipping out, like 100,000 products a weekend, and I had 25 employees, or I had the whole group of hemp moms. We were doing the first live hemp live shopping shows on Facebook. But you know, looking back, I would say this CBD that I have is truly like the full plant. It's the full spectrum, and the way that it was created is just unlike any other out there on the market. So you want to get that full entourage effect. It's like eating a steak. It's like you getting a steak versus your friend getting a steak dinner with the mashed potatoes and the sides and the sauces and all the fixins. That's the entourage effect. All right, let's dive into hockey because we've been crushing it in hockey lately. I love hitting these big plus 210 numbers, plus 195 numbers. Like we've been killing it lately. And tonight I have two games that I'm looking at, but one of them is looking a bit more interesting than the other. Let's just go over the first game that I'm eyeing. It is the Toronto Maple Leafs versus Montreal. This total opened over 6, minus 120. Then it moved to over 6.5, minus 125. This is a really interesting move, like keeping it at still minus 125. The pro money started piling on here. Level 3 pro money, and now it's sitting at minus 130. So, I mean, I did expect this to I'll check that out. Learn how to talk Billy. I think I'm getting there. Oh, steak dinner. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at this total. Even though the line's going in the right direction, the money is going in the right direction. You guys already know this. I really don't like playing minus 130s or even minus 130 or minus 140s if I could help it. Like, you won't see me taking like a minus 500 bet. Even though a lot of people do out there. In horse racing, people who are always playing the favorite are called bridge jumpers because, the favorite doesn't always win. And ultimately, like your bankroll will get destroyed if just the favorite horse loses that one time. So, I try to take that philosophy into sports betting as well. So, looking at this over right now, it does look like everything is going in the right direction, but I'm just going to keep my eye on the 7 o'clock game. But right now, I don't have a play there. I do like this other game a lot more, though. And I would say this is one that you could probably lock in early because it's a 7 o'clock game and it's a money line that I like. So Detroit Red Wings are playing Florida Panthers, and I like this Detroit money line. It opened up at plus 120, went to minus 110, and there's level 4 pro money. The money is looking super sharp here. Every single sharp in the world is taking this Detroit Red Wings money line right now. That's what I see. In fact, it's just so much sharp money. You don't really see that often. And when I do see it, and when it's looking super pro, all the pros are in on this. I gotta say, this is looking like a nice money line, especially when you can still get this at minus 110 in a lot of spots. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see this move pretty fast, but the money is so sharp. Some local spots have this at like minus 105, minus 103 right now, but other spots, they're already moving this to minus 115, like the more established Vegas sports books. Yeah, I think this is a super solid hockey play. So if you are looking at hockey tonight, this is definitely a play that I'm interested in. It's looking like a good money line. We've been doing really well in hockey lately, so let's just keep this. Let's just keep this hot streak going. And I like this money line tonight. All the sharps are in on this. I think this is looking like my favorite play on the board so far. Well, now it is time to roll into the 2-minute drill. Glad you like this hockey play as well. And I will be in the comments. And of course, we will be right back after the 2-minute drill to talk about the NBA and college basketball. Alrighty. So stay with me for the 2-minute drill. It is a good one. Hey, Mohammed, welcome in. Stay with me and we will be right back. Selection Sunday delivers something the NCAA tournament never will. A clean, predictable moment of market inefficiency. The bracket drops, the nation reacts, and for roughly 90 minutes before sharp money floods the books and the lines stabilize, some of the softest prices of the entire sports calendar sit right out there in the open. And the mechanism is simple. The selection committee seeds teams using a hybrid of resume metrics, NET rankings, quadrant wins, strength of record, layered on top of subjective human judgment. The committee also consults predictive analytics like KenPom, Torvik, and BPI, which measure offensive and defensive efficiency on a per-possession basis. But these tools compete with results-based factors rather than dominating them. That tension between what a team has done and how good a team actually is creates seeding errors every single year, and those errors are immediately priceable. When the bracket is set, the play is to find teams ranked highly in adjusted offensive or defensive efficiency that the committee hasn't taken seriously enough in their seeding. These are the dangerous teams, not the Cinderellas with a cute, nice story, but the legitimate programs the committee quietly undervalued because their record doesn't fully reflect their quality. The history is instructive. The number 8 seeded North Carolina Tar Heels boasted the 27th best offense in the country in 2022 and reached the national title game. Number 7 seed South Carolina's 2017 Final Four run featured KenPom's third-ranked defense. These weren't random upsets. They were mispriced teams that the efficiency numbers had correctly identified all season long. One of the best early week exercises after the bracket is released is searching for teams that have been over or underseeded or positioned in favorable or unfavorable regions relative to their actual quality. The savvy bettor runs that exercise immediately, not Wednesday, not Thursday, Sunday night, before the public catches up and the lines harden. The trap works in both directions. Overseeded teams, those with glossy records built against soft schedules, are equally exploitable as first-round favorites priced a half a seed too high. Their spread looks reasonable until you check the efficiency numbers and realize the committee rewarded their wins more than their actual play deserved. The bracket is a human document. The efficiency metrics are math. When they disagree sharply, the market hasn't caught up yet, and that gap is the trade. I hope you guys enjoyed that 2-minute drill. I'm so glad you liked that outfit. That was definitely an interesting one. One of my favorites. All right. And yeah, if you have any questions, I hope it was informative. With March Madness going on, it is important to try to get every edge that you can get while you can. And like I said in the video, a lot of these numbers change really fast. So that's why it's important to be on top of it and to know what to look for. All right, so who's ready to dive into some basketball? I see Hot, hot pants. Holy hot pants. That is fun. Thank you, Spencer. Thanks, Super Jeans. Do you like the Spurs tonight? Anyone else in the audience taking the Spurs? You know, it wasn't really on my radar, but let's look deeper at some of these numbers here. And in the meantime, let's get some music going. I realize we haven't had music playing. Okay. If you guys have a preference, what genre you like, let me know. Doesn't look like this line is moving too much on the Spurs. A lot of mixed money here. If you guys have any other plays you would like to throw in, feel free to do so. This is a live stream, so we are going and looking at these plays in real time. We're diving into them. All right, so yeah, this line really just hasn't moved much. And with all the mixed money, I'm just not really seeing the sportsbook do too much here. Looks like this Spurs spread is just kind of sitting right where it opens. I would like to see some action, but right now I'm not really seeing the sportsbook saying one thing or another. In the NBA, I am looking at, this Dallas Mavericks Atlanta Hawks game is at 7:40 p.m. So it is coming up pretty soon. This Hawks spread moved out from -8.5 to -9.5 and -10.5. I do see a bit of Hawks money on the spread. It has moved out 3 points in the right direction for the Hawks tonight. I'm keeping my eye on this one for now. I think it's interesting how this line's moving. It's not moving on a whole lot of money, or at least not a whole lot of significant money, but there is some money there on the Hawks pushing this line in the right direction for them. So let's just keep our eye on this one for now. I'm not quite ready to put it into the action play pile, but I will keep my eye on this Hawks spread. Also in the NBA, I've been watching this Timberwolves-Lakers game. This is an 11:10 p.m. Eastern game. The Minnesota spread is starting to move out from -1.5 to -2.5, but I'm not seeing too much movement here. It's looking, I don't know, it's looking like the line is just kind of stuck where it's at. Not a lot of sharp or even Joe money action. I like the kick emoji, DJ Ray. That's fun. Okay, Check Science, you are doubling down on the Red Wings. You know what? I think that's a good idea. So far, that is my favorite bet on the board. I like it. We've been doing well in hockey. Let's keep this hot streak going. And right now, sitting at like -110, I think in most spots. Maybe you could find it better in some other sports books, but shop around a little bit, check it out. I think it's good. It's definitely a solid money line play on Detroit tonight. All right. So that's really what I'm looking at in the NBA. A lot of these lines have just been they've just been a little bit like slower moving, not a lot of action, not a lot of movement. So yeah, if you see any other plays that you would like me to analyze, the Timberwolves money line. Well, I mean, the Timberwolves spread is starting to move. So let's just take a look at this money line and see what's going on here. Yeah, I see this sitting at like minus 135 in a lot of spots. It's kind of borderline for me right now. Like minus 135, minus 140. Even though this line on the money line, you know, I see it opened up. Let me just double check this. Opened up at minus 118, sitting at minus 135. Yeah, at this moment, I'm not seeing anything too strong here that I like, especially when it's just sitting at minus 135. You taking care of business, loco. Yeah, check out the Kick stream. It's fun. I've been streaming to Kick for a while, but I don't really advertise it that much because, I mean, I know most people like to go to YouTube or Rumble. Okay, let's take a look. Looks like a little bit of mixed money here on this Bulls Warriors game. I'm not really seeing a lot of movement here on the spread. It just kind of is sitting here right where it opens. Yeah, Thomas, I think it's just sort of sitting right where it opened. And with a lot of mixed money, I don't really see the house going in either direction. I feel like that's happening with a lot of these NBA plays today. Like the sportsbook isn't really taking a stand one way or another, and the money is pretty mixed. So at this point, I really don't have a strong opinion either way. So if you have a strong edge or a strong inclination, you know, I would say, you know, just proceed with it cautiously, of course, like, you know, be a responsible gambler. You know, don't play with anything that you can't afford to lose. But yeah, it's tough in NBA tonight. Not a lot of plays. So thinking from here, we'll just hop over into college basketball. I'm 27, Mohammed. Okay, college basketball. Let's talk about Montana versus Portland. It is a 9 p.m. Eastern game, and I have been looking at the total here. This total opened up at 142.5, and it's sitting at 145.5 right now. So that is a big 3-point move towards the over. There is level 1 money on the over. So that's pretty interesting. Plus with a 3-point move, I like this play, actually. I think this is a nice, fun action play in college basketball. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Then I have another play, Oklahoma State versus Colorado. This is a 9:30 p.m. Eastern game, and I like the total here as well. So we played an over in a Montana-Portland State game, and here I like the under. I think this is like a nice little 2 action plays in college basketball. You know, sprinkle a little bit on them, quick 2 action plays. This total opened up at 168.5, went down to 164.5. There is some over money, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But the professionals are on the under in this game. So seeing all the professional sharp money on the under, seeing this line move 4 points towards the under, I think that is looking like a nice action play in this Oklahoma State Colorado college basketball game. So that's what I'm looking at here. But really, we are just kind of keeping all of our bets a little bit more, cherry picking them tonight, not doing a ton of bets across the board, and really just finding our spots. So, we've talked about a lot of games, but ultimately, like, the one thing I feel really solid about tonight is just this Detroit money line. Detroit Red Wings against the Florida Panthers. This money line sitting at -110. All the pros are on this. And this is a lot of sharp money. College basketball, just 2 action plays tonight. Just the over in this Montana Grizzlies Portland State game, and just the under here in this Oklahoma State Colorado game. Not a lot of plays, but we're really finding our spots. And yeah, let's work on bringing our ROIs even higher, and our win rates, of course, as well. With Thank you so much, DJ Ray, reminding everyone to hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, especially if you're new here, you just joined the stream. If you like it, you're having fun so far. Also, make sure to sign up for my free daily emails, arielcalista.com. Click the stay in touch button and tell your friends. Share the daily report with them. It is a lot of fun. All right, Thomas, good luck on your wagers today. Let's go. So today, I just wanted to talk about AI real quick, because for a lot of people out there, I think our main interaction dealing with AI for most people is just typing in the chat your prompts and seeing what ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or DeepSeek or whatever your AI model is, watching it respond back to you. And that's how I would say most people, what their daily interaction with AI is. So I want to talk about teaching your AI to think better. And part of it is just better prompting. Like, for example, just telling your AI to take your time when answering. Like, write that. You could write whatever your question is or whatever problem you need solved. And then you just tell your AI, like in the prompt, take your time answering this. That is just one very easy way. If you don't take away anything else, like take away this, one really easy way to get started prompting AI and to get better results than you would just if you if you were just prompting it and trying to get the result, but it's connecting to a flood of information. You're not getting the output you want. Telling it to take its time actually will cause the AI to take its time and give you a better output. All right. Another way, is asking the AI to play devil's advocate. So when it gives you an output, you could ask it to play devil's advocate and, start arguing, like build a response against its own output. Like, it actually works to give you better responses and see both sides of the argument and get a more nuanced result. And you could just say to it, like, now make the strongest possible argument against what you just told me. And it will. It really will give you a better answer. And this is just a way of using the prompting better, to use these large language models and an optimized way so that you're getting better outputs. And this also requires no coding. It's just building a better prompt. Also, you could ask AI to check its own work. That's called chain of verification. So if you ask the AI, it gives you an output, ask it to go check its work. And all of these models that you're interacting with, like especially as a user, I mean, they all have the attention mechanism. They're able to go and see, what you're talking about, put it all together. So yeah, just another way of making your prompts better. So those are just a few simple tools that you can use starting today that require no code. But when you go into Claude, when you go into ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, whatever the AI is that you use to get better results, tell it to take its time, play devil's advocate, go back and check its own work. That's it. Just a few simple tools are now in your toolbox as you're prompting AI, and that's incredibly important. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me today on Sports Betting Illuminated. Thanks, Super James. Oh, you find after a long conversation, it gets lost and starts hallucinating more. You tell it to list the keynotes of the conversation so you can start fresh. Oh, I like that. Okay. That's a unique trick, and I'm sure that works really well. So it keeps everything in order and doesn't get lost along the way. That is good, because a lot of times, it tries to be a little bit like it comes out a lot of the meat of the conversation and tries to be a little bit more selective. And we wanted to remember everything just like a human would. So yeah, it's a tool that we all have, that we're all using on a daily basis, and getting better at it just improves you and your work and your output as well. As long as you know Ari. Illuminari to the rescue. Thank you so much for telling people where to get the daily report, where to get my Substack. It has been such a pleasure hanging out with all of you this beautiful, sunny, gorgeous weather Tuesday afternoon. As you can see, I am so happy. I love that it's 80 degrees finally. All right, and I'm going to go and enjoy the fresh air. Thanks so much for joining me on the Sports Betting Illuminated podcast live stream, and I will see you all Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, back here again. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Give this stream a thumbs up, and I appreciate all of you for coming in, spending your evening with me, and good luck on all of your wagers. Seriously, good luck out there, and have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you all next time.